Good morning, Michigan. It is State Cup Finals weekend. It is the Saginaw Soccer Complex. It is game number 9 here of the weekend, and we've got a good one on tap for you today. It is the Michigan Tigers Elite taking on the Midwest United FC Score, and you're watching it live on the National Soccer Network and on MSYSA's YouTube channel. I'm Jonathan Turner alongside Dan Stickrat. We're happy to have you along wherever you're watching here tonight, today, this morning. Seems like a lot, Dan, but either way, we're glad to have everybody back. And it is Sunday morning. It's early. It's soccer. It's coffee. What more could you want?
We saw some great games yesterday. 4 of the 8 games did go to double overtime. There really only is one game that was decided by more than 2 goals. 5 games were decided by 1 goal. What we have today, in today's 6 games, expecting some other great matches over the next 6 to 7 hours.
That we are, as again, we're getting moments away from getting this game underway here today. A live look here at field number 3. We do apologize for the loss of signal, but we are back up and running, and didn't miss anything, which is great news. Jonathan Turner alongside Dan Stickrat. Michigan Tigers, Midwest United underway here at field number 3 in Saginaw. Going to maybe fire a shot from distance, and that one's immediately saved. Just getting our replay system back in order. Again, we had a complete loss of internet on our computers, so we did get that back, which is good to know. Ball comes in off the corner, and Midwest United, by the way, in their blue kits going left to right on your screen. Michigan Tigers in their all white kits going right to left.
Moving up ahead is Nationals inside the 18. Shot taken. Bounty on the save.
So a lot of Midwest United's players play on the north side of Grand Rapids or suburbs up in that area. Tigers pull heavily from the Ann Arbor area. We do have some players that play in Metro Detroit up near Flint, but most of their players do come from Ann Arbor.
That was Gattino with the shot there, is now up this near side. Here comes Peter Borst. He'll go down, and
Gattino was an all-state first-team player as a junior at Dexter High School. If he does play high school next fall, he'll be one of the best seniors in the state. There's talk about him switching over to an MLS Youth Academy next school year. Either or, very, very talented player. Siblings. At least 2 siblings are playing NCAA Division I college soccer right now.
Lumbalula makes his way into the 18, finds his teammate in black, and just be played up.
Dugan Black, very successful high school career at Rockford High School. Signed with Davenport University here a few months ago. Davenport's an NCAA Division II college out there on the south side of Grand Rapids. They do have a very good class coming in as freshmen this August.
Inside the 18, missed that right there. Possession.
Yep. Goal kick coming up. The Michigan down the middle of the park. Top of the box. Bouncing around inside the box.
Ball pushed out wide now as this one's put into the box. It was Hetrick. Now this one will be shot that goes up and over. Xander Reifler.
Joshua Hetrick. Dearborn Heights, Annapolis. Spent a couple weeks in Europe earlier this school year training with Arsenal.
Here comes the corner. Played towards that near post and now put right back in the mix towards that back post, and going up was the goaltender. I believe that's Miles Chaplin. Looked painful, Dan. Landing in on your side like that.
West United has a pair of goalkeepers, Miles Chaplin and Kyle Deming, both Rockford High School students. Should I say graduating? If these players are seniors, they have likely walked the stage here in the last 2 weeks. Be heading off their respective colleges here in a couple months. It is June 1st already.
So free kick coming up here for Midwest United. This ball comes in. It's going to hit off the head of, I saw number 10. I have a 10 on our roster or not.
Chow goes for the shot, leaves that one just too far to the left.
So that is Eli Pake between the pipes. Graham Blank had a great season last fall, winning that Saginaw Valley League Championship. Pike was their starting goalkeeper. They're in a very tough district. Clarkson, Lake Orion, and Oxford. Oxford ended up winning that district and reaching the Division I Final Four, but Pake, one of the best goalkeepers in the Saginaw Valley League and that district as well.
This ball is thrown into the 18. Put in now is grabbed by the goalkeeper. And we just don't have a 10 on our roster. Trying to see if I've got it here for Midwest United.
Set play. 27 yards out.
Actually, saying I believe it's Miles Chaplin, actually, who's number 10. So
I believe that's Kyle Deming in goal for Midwest United. Saw Rockford play it this past fall. Rockford took on Allendale.
Takes the shot. Left sit just
I think you're right, by the way, Dan. No, goalkeeper is Dominic Diaz-Borrell, if you're looking at the questionnaire. Yeah, I think the goalie's number 27.
Viviano dances around, takes the shot. Boundy able to step in front of it.
Get it over to our YouTube channel. There is a chat discussion going on, as well as you can pick today's winner, either the Michigan Tigers or Midwest United. These are State Cup finals, so there must be a winner. These are 45-minute halves. If they're still tied, they will go into 2 15 full overtime periods. And obviously, if it is still tied, they will go to the penalty spot for a shootout. Only one game reached penalties yesterday.
Trying to send across. That one just misconnects.
Good ball up that near side, trying to play it up to the top of the 18, and that's cleared away.
Now up to Joyta, trying to stay on sides, is able to. Takes a touch to his left, trying to create separation. Good deny from Chow. That one left outside, goal kick.
So ball thrown in. Reifler tried to get there. Now Midwest United on the ball. Black. Giving it right back. Sangster slots one in. That's picked up.
Looking at the Tigers roster, a lot of players coming from the likes of Ann Arbor Pioneer and Skyline, Ann Arbor Gabriel Richard, Dexter Plymouth, Ypsilanti, Ann Arbor Huron, Grand Blanc, multitude of other schools near that. Not too far off that M23 corridor.
So Gatino will stand over this along with Reifler. Michigan Tigers are coached by Samuel Huffman, assisted by Matt Smith and Barry Scott. This ball comes in. Ooh, loose through the 6 and out of danger there in the 14th minute for Midwest United.
Taking a quick set play is the Nationals. A little bit too quick. No one really set up.
We do apologize. We kind of lost internet there for like about 2 minutes. I'll tell you right now, there's nothing more unsettling than a loss of internet, Dan. I never would have thought I would say that. My 43-year-old self would ever say that. I would have thought that maybe it would have been other things, you know, but here in the production world, the loss of internet, those are fun. Nothing like, You know, they say you need just a nice, strong black coffee. No, I need a loss of internet to wake me up in the morning. Look at this. Is now black. Tries to fire a shot, loses his footing on the way to take the shot.
Swing and a miss, right?
And then Peter Borst was there for Midwest United. So it was a good opportunity for them. We've seen in the early going here, the Tigers now here on the transition. Up this near side, you got Gattino. Cutting it back now on the left foot and goes just wide of that near post. Take another look at that one right here. Here it is. Good cutback. That was Sangster with the left foot. Just goes past the diving Kyle Deming. But it's, I know it says 3 on his jersey, Dan. I know it does. But
I saw Rockford play last fall. That definitely looks like Kyle Deming.
It's crazy because.
But you mentioned Sangster a minute ago. There's 2 Sangsters, both coming from Manchester High School. Out there between Ann Arbor and Adrian.
All right, well, I'm going to go with Kyle Deming. I'm okay with that. I just we had listed 27 as the goalkeeper. Most teams don't have 2 goalies, so. And it says forward Kyle Deming on the sheet in the questionnaire, so it threw me off a little bit, Dan. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, but Deming was on Rockford's varsity roster the last 3 seasons. He was a backup on that 2022 state runner-up team for the Rams.
But there's a great comment, by the way, in the comment section here on YouTube. I got to put it out. So Denk 664, are you trying to grow something in that pitch? Potatoes or something? Cut the damn grass. You know, a good soccer pitch is treated like a golf course, right? Right down the fairway. This ball played in from Paik. Settled down by Sangster. Looks to play over the top. One back by Midwest United. Sangster now, he'll look to fire a shot from about 35 plus. Good physical play up this near side. Saw Gattino and a good battle there with Kasimbo Kalumbula. We were not given any real pronunciations here today, so if we do apologize for that, we do. We do apologize.
Kalumbula graduated, actually was a homeschooled athlete. He played for the Hudsonville Hornets homeschool team in high school.
Visser up that far side, tracking it down. Guardado finding Black right off the chest. Chaplin was right there. He still has it.
White pushing inside the 18. 1-0 DCFC here this morning, and it comes in the 20th minute.
So up that far side, Sangster puts it into the box. Gattino will track it down here for the Tigers.
That's goal number 1 here. The U15 Boys Premier State Cup. MSYSA.
Just caught wind of Detroit City FC scoring an opening goal in their matchup over on Field 6. Again, they're taking on Nationals. Player down now for Midwest United. So we're gonna
moves to his left, puts the shot on. Oh, what a save from Rapson.
So live action over here on that field. Take a look at it.
Rapson able to get his 3rd save of the day.
Player down right now for Midwest United.
Leg out, able to get in front of it. The DCFC.
That's the 2015 final. Player still down for Midwest United. Oh, unless I cut away and this goal is being scored, Dan. Oh, my goodness. So it's 2-0 now over across the way.
Just went from 0 to 100 real quick.
See if we can get that replay.
22-minute goal.
Might get it, might not.
My, oh my, that just went so fast.
We're going to have them play the replay from field 6 right now. So this is the goal that was scored here a moment ago, the one that I literally took my camera away from, and
that goal got goal number 2.
right in the back of the net.
So all of a sudden,
Players still down for Midwest United. Again, don't know what's going on, obviously, right now.
Can't see the jersey number. Facing the wrong way with players kind of hovering around. Looks like they're looking at an ankle, perhaps.
And we could take a look back and see if maybe we missed something. I'm going to look at the replay and just see, Dan. Maybe there's something there that, you know, just go back and see if, because it was a cross that came in, and so I got the actual moment to see if we're missing something here. So we'll take a look at it here. Oops, I faded the wrong one in, so hang with me. Apologize. So here's the play. See who it is. Oh, so
He grabbed the shoulder.
yeah, like right away. Interesting. We'll take a look at it again. I'm just curious.
It didn't look like there was a ton of contact.
No,
Just players.
So he's already holding it though. He's already holding his.
Yeah.
So he's already holding his shoulder.
So that's Colin Winters. He's a all-state player from Mason High School. Part of 2 Final Four teams as a junior and senior that are state runner-up back in the fall of 2023. And they got to the Final Four before losing the eventual champion Warren De La Salle last fall. But very accomplished player of both the high school and club circuits.
This ball comes in. It was a good corner, too. Loose inside the 18 now. Another shot. That one goes just wide. I mean, talk about chaos inside the 6. We'll take another look at it here. But again, just look at all this. The ball's just loose inside the 6. Turning on that was Nasser Diarra. Nasser Diarra, as you see Kyle Deming. I mean, that's the one thing, right? We talk about this a lot, Dan. I know how much, everyone wants that beautiful upper 90, nothing but net, maybe off the crossbar and in, whatever you want to call it. But an ugly goal still counts as a goal nonetheless. And these scrappy goals are what win games in these types of situations, right? You think about playoff runs, you think about what happens. Is it going to be the 90, the upper 90 shot? Does that ball go right off the face?
A lot of times it'll be that goal mouth scrum or a set piece. Nothing like you don't normally see a great 25-yard in open play, upper 90 sometimes. You get late in the tournament, the chances are few and far between. But we saw in that last series, Nasser Diarra of Ann Arbor Huron, and then Jaden Safina, who attended Saline High School, just graduated. They took back-to-back shots in that goal mouth scrum, unable to put something on Deming as both their shots were blocked. But you can see that sometimes the ball will just kind of squeak through a mass of 10 players standing in the box and squirt into the back of the net.
Still 0-0 here. Sangster will play it back. Borst. Inside now, Diaz-Borello. Given right back, though, to the Tigers. That's Palmer. Out wide on that far side. Shirakel. Looking to switch. That's a good ball. Gattino goes to go far post. Remember, this is the 2018-19 Elite Final. Boys Elite Final. You're watching it on field number 3 here at the Saginaw Soccer Complex. Jonathan Turner alongside Dan Stickrat. We've just passed over the halfway mark. We are going to have some stoppage time in this one. We did see Colin Winters go down. We are watching this on the National Soccer Network as well as MSYSA state, the state YouTube channel. Yesterday, Dan, we had a network record yesterday. We talked about it a little bit during the broadcast yesterday. But we eclipsed 37 broadcasts yesterday here on NSN. That's a single day record. We were scheduled to do close to 50, but just because of teams not being able to deliver feeds to us, we were not able to do that last night. But 37 games, Dan, the previous high for us was 27. That was 2 weeks ago. We did 22 last Saturday. We are scheduled to do 38 today. Right now, 2 games happening. This ball is over the top, and Deming snags it out of the air.
I see a jersey number 141 for Juan Balda. Saw him a few times in high school for Saline the last couple of school years. But I have to make a point that I have never in my entire life watched a soccer game where a player wore jersey number 141.
Well, look at this. Now Chaplin will try to fire one, but this one might make it to put in McCarty Road. It does. Good work by Chaplin. Yeah, Dan, we one time I called the game here. Now, granted, it wasn't 141, but we did call a game here as an amateur game up in Grand Rapids here a couple years back, and there was a 100, and so we did call that player Mr. 100 for about most of the game.
All
so
right.
you really can't do that when you have a 141. But on the to be fair, there is also a 123 for Boris Lalick on Midwest United. So both teams have triple-digit jersey numbers, which, again, is very uncommon. And I would love to we need to ask this question. We need to, instead of asking my story, right, my game, my story, or my story, my game, we should be like, why pick that number? Why the number? I want to know. I want to know why someone would pick 123 or 141. There's got to be a significance behind that. You know? I'm not sure what that significance is. I mean, you could say, okay, well, it's the first day, month they're born in January, 4th day of January in the year 2001, but that would make this person 23 or 24 years old. That wouldn't be right. So it's not. I'm curious. I want to know. What I'm missing. Is foul called and a free kick coming up here now for the Michigan Tigers as Sangster goes down. The referee will have a word. With the defender. That was Maxwell Visser.
Visser, one of several players that plays over at that fine program at Grand Rapids Christian, if you remember.
Yeah, he was part of the state championship.
That program has been very good here the last several years. They've won 2 of the last 4 state championships in Division II. I believe they got to the Final Four last year.
Ball comes in from Balda.
Visser was a key part of that.
Ball makes its way back out towards midfield. Gattino. Look to put it in towards that near post, and good work by Deming.
I mentioned Gattino earlier. If he does opt to play high school soccer this fall, he will clearly be a Mr. Soccer candidate.
47 degrees here at the Saginaw Soccer Complex. Yesterday we saw the temperature around 45 degrees at kickoff as this ball makes its way into the box, and Paik will be right there to pick it up. – 29th minute. Sangster. Oh, is that over the back? And For those of you who don't necessarily understand why that call was made, so in that moment, Colin Winters, by the way, who a couple months ago was kind of pointing to his shoulder, the reason the referee called that play is because when you go for the ball, if both players are going for a 50-50 and one chooses to not actually make an action toward playing the ball, and a player has to go over that player or ends up kind of the foul is awarded to the player that did not attempt to play the ball. And that's why that referee made that decision. So Sanchez now trying to earn the corner, possibly getting that cross off, and ultimately do that. So good work from Sanchez. Good work defensively there by Joshua Hetrick. But you always, you see that a lot where, the player goes over and lands on my player. Well, he didn't go up for the ball. So where else would he have gone? I mean, you're assuming this player is going to come in, and that's why that decision was made. That's paragraph 3-16A in the laws of the game, Dan. Black will put this one in low and on the ground, looking to create some havoc. Now this is a shot is fired from Oscar Sanchez that, again, goes into McCarty Road and down into just around the other side of the road. Our camera operator doing a great job of just tracking that ball.
Sanchez took that shot. Just graduated from Grand Rapids Northview. He was an all-state forward this past fall, helped Northview win a district championship.
So true, Dan. So true. Is
a lot of all-state players, on both of these teams.
Up as Sangster watches that one go out. Throw-in coming up here for the Michigan Tigers. Well, thank you for joining us here on this Sunday morning. Game number 9. Game number 10 is happening over right now on Field 6. Nora Drury on the call. Ball is, I believe it's going to go out. Didn't look like it was going to stay on. Dan, you were involved in 5 broadcasts yesterday. We did you did 4 Michigan State Youth Soccer Association State Cup Finals yesterday. I was a part of 2 of those broadcasts, and then I did the Flint City Bucks game at 7 p.m. last night. So that was fun. Fun little.
I will admit my voice is a little hoarse, a little raspy this morning.
Well, it's got to do with those voice exercises like Celine Dion, Dan. She didn't. I remember watching some kind of a documentary or some kind of interview where she was like, "I don't typically talk on non-singing days." So you for every day, Dan, moving forward, Monday through Friday, you just can't talk.
Okay.
And then you'll have a good voice on Saturday and Sundays. Oh, and Friday nights too, by the way. If you're tuning in here on the National Soccer Network YouTube channel, you get involved in the comments. We do have a poll happening right now in regards to who's going to win this game. There's no draw opportunity in here today, which is great news for there's a draw opportunity. It means we go to overtime. Nobody wants that. 16 total votes have come in. 62% of you say the Tigers are going to win this one. United FC, Midwest United, has 38% of your vote. It's a massive spider walking around on one of our other producers' computers right now, Dan. It's massive, and she is scared. This ball comes in.
A little bit too much height and pace on that corner kick. It's falls out of bounds.
I can officially say the spider is no longer with us, Dan. I'm pretty sure producer does not like spiders. It's funny, Dan. A long time ago, I was a friend of one of my best friends. We were actually outside. We saw a spider kind of walking up on my car, and I'm like, "Oh, that's awful." And he just took his index finger and with his fingernail just pushed down on it. And I was like, "What?" He's like, "John, they can't penetrate your fingernails, so even if they were to bite you, you're good." I was like, "Oh, okay." So, very odd moment for me. But we'll get back into this one in the 34th minute. Reifler playing it back to Balda, Mr. 141. Up that far side, down by the end line. This one last touched off Midwest United, and now it will go, but it actually hit off a Winter. Winters.
This will be the fourth corner kick of the match coming up for the Michigan Tigers.
So we're going to see Hayden Gattino track over here to take this corner kick wearing the captain's armband. This ball comes in. We've seen a lot of chaos. It's loose. It's off the hand, though, of, I believe, Diarra. I mean,
Midwest United players in unison kind of like started pointing like there was a handball. Looks like he almost was punched.
The ball comes in. Look at this. I mean, yeah, it just kind of hits off his hand. I mean, that is the second time in the last couple corners that the ball has just kind of come through, and the chaos, and it's been really challenging for Midwest United to kind of weather that as the ball's bouncing around. Again, most of these players are not used to playing, I think, any longer on these grass pitches. And again, I think Saginaw's got one of the best grass pitches here in the state of Michigan. This is ball up this near side. But
you look at the high schools they play from. I mean, on both rosters, you have Rockford, Grand Rapids Christian, Grand Rapids Forest Hills Northern. For Midwest United, you know, most of those schools, they have turf fields.
Yeah.
You look at the Michigan Tigers, same thing. Saline, Ann Arbor Huron, Ann Arbor Pioneer. Gattino plays for Dexter. I believe they have both a turf and a grass soccer field, so we'll play them both out there.
Ball's out once again.
You can see the size of a couple of Midwest United's players. Soren White, center back for Midwest. Number 19, he's 6'4". Peter Borst, who plays in the midfield, he's about 6'5", both just graduated from Grand Rapids Christian. Again, in the last 4 school years, GR Christian in 3 Final Fours, won 2 state championships. They had a ton of size on those rosters, 2 of those players here today. In fact, there's several GR Christian grads on this roster. 4 of their players here today, Grand Rapids Christian grads in the last couple of weeks. Most of these players are graduating seniors. There's a small handful of juniors mixed in here as well. Players that will be ending their senior year come August and September.
Back to Deming, 38th minute. Ball out on that far side.
Saw that Soren White, the center back for Midwest United, recently signed with Hope. Hope's a Division III school, so no technical athletics scholarships, but they do get grants. Hope is bringing in a very good class for the fall 2025 season.
So a goal kick coming up here for Midwest United here in the 39th minute.
Soccer Network. Second half.
Right at midfield. Sangster pushes it out wide, looking for Safuna, and will he track it down? Runs out of real estate.
Safuna, one of the starting forwards last fall for Saline High School, which reached the Division I Final Four. It's a pair of Saline players on this team. Is Juan Balda, one of the holding midfielders for the Tigers in this game as well. And I'll point out that a lot of their Saline friends and classmates competed here yesterday in the U18-19 Premier Division Final. Saline lost that game 2-1. Saline went up 1-0 in that game before succumbing to Nationals Macomb 2-1. That was again in the first game yesterday morning at 8:30. U19 Premier Division. This is the U19 Elite Division. Just crossed into the 42nd minute. Just under 4 minutes left here in this first half. Midwest United has a 4-1 shots advantage overall. 4-0 on corner kicks. But no great scoring chances really for either team. Tigers did have that one series where they had a pair of shots when that goalmouth scrum blocked by defenders.
When you get back restarted here, throw in on the near side, 42nd minute. It's thrown in by Leo Schneider. And look at this, Black makes his way into the 18, trying to get the edge, goes down, no foul called. Again, Dugan Black would try to get that shot off. Recent graduate from Rockford High School. Part of that state runner-up team when he was a sophomore back in the fall of 2022. Rockford was ranked most of last fall in Division I as well. It's the 44th minute now. See if either team can try to find a way to generate a great chance here before the half. Take a 1-0 advantage going into the break. Good work by Anderson. Equally good defending there by Soren White. Ball goes out of play.
Again, White, the Division II All-State first-team defender last fall for Grand Rapids Christian. Talked about him a moment ago. Committing to Hope College.
Good little ball over the top, but that will be called for offside.
That's the first offside call of this match. Now in the 45th minute.
Ball into the box. Coutinho trying to get to the edge. Deming makes the save, out for a corner. Take another look at it here.
See how quick Coutinho is down that near side. Just gets enough to get his right foot towards the frame, where Kyle Deming pleading his case. He thought the deflection came back off Coutinho, but the referee says no. Corner kick number 5 coming up for the Michigan Tigers as we officially cross in to stoppage time here at the end of the first half.
Ball comes in off the corner. Still inside the 18.
You saw White had that out. He's 6'4", lanky with great hops. You're not going to beat him in the air too many times.
Up that far side. Ball pops up, and that's last touched off Winters off another corner. You keep giving the Michigan Tigers more corner kicks. They've been dangerous time and time again here this morning in this first half on corner kicks.
This will be corner kick number 6. Will the 6th time be a charm for the Michigan Tigers? We'll see. We are 55 seconds into stoppage time.
This ball comes in. Oh, good little move to get off that end line. Is it going to go off in their corner? I think they're going to say goal kick.
Deming is taking his time to bring that ball back onto the pitch to take this goal kick. We're now about 1:20 in the stoppage time. Not a ton of time left.
Oh, that's a heavy tackle. I wouldn't be surprised to see a yellow card here.
And we will.
So first yellow card of the game, hands go up. But, I mean, that is as easy as a yellow card to call as you're going to see. Is no attempt for the ball. That's reckless.
Marco Deflin, number 28, booked with a yellow. Recent grad from Wyoming High School out next to Grand Rapids. I believe that was the first yellow card of this match. Now, about 2:20 in the stoppage time.
This ball comes in. And the Deming not able to keep it in. And this one, they're going to say they want it on the line. What, they get a replay of that? Obviously, we don't know the angle, but the ball was around the goal line. And now a yellow card coming out. Number 20 getting it, Jeffrey Sangster. Let's take a look at this. I mean, the ball is bouncing around inside the box. I mean, it's Deming. They're wanting it, but I don't see it. I mean, it was a great save off the line, though.
But nonetheless, second half here, about 40 minutes in, 40 minutes to go.
Sangster brothers, Jeffrey and Jesse. Manchester, Division IV high school for boys and girls soccer. It's a pretty good program down there southwest of Ann Arbor. Sangster brothers provided a lot of offensive punch for that high school team here this past fall.
Almost hit our camera operator. So 0-0 here as the waning moments of this first half.
Kyle Deming, the goalkeeper for Midwest, 2 big saves here in stoppage time to keep this game level at 0 apiece. We are now about ready to start the 4th minute of stoppage time. Remember, we did have a couple minute delay when Colin Winters went down with a shoulder injury. 1 yellow card apiece for each team. 4:20 in the stoppage time. I can't imagine there being much more time on that clock before the halftime intermission.
Continue to move up along. Jalen Brown inside the 18, trying to look for a shot, able to get by. Can he put it on in the middle? 2-1 as Nationals finally able to get on the board, and they do in the 43rd minute.
So a goal was just scored by the Nationals to pull to within 1. So it's now 2-1 over there on field 6. That's that U19 boys final.
Today's boy finals are all in the elite division. Yesterday was the premiere.
This ball in the 18, now cleared up away. I believe that is the end of this first half. Good first half it was. Opportunities really coming mainly from Michigan Tigers, but right now no one has anything to show for it. It's 0-0. 45 minutes down. 45 minutes to go. Who will be crowned the U19 state champion? Michigan Tigers or Midwest United? We'll find out after this.
Looks great. Oh.
When termites show up, so do we. Terminix it.
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Whether you're a beginner coach or a seasoned professional, one thing remains the same: the passion to teach and inspire the next generation of players. Now imagine a place where you could share your coaching knowledge, connect with others, and create a lasting impact. Welcome to the ultimate coaching community, where coaches from all levels can create and share their own courses. Whether you have years of experience or you're just getting started, this is your chance to make your voice heard. Create your own personalized courses, share drills, strategies, and tips, and watch as your knowledge reaches coaches from all corners of the soccer world. With a platform designed for sharing, learning, and growing, you're not just teaching the game, you're creating a community of like-minded coaches, all striving to be the best they can be. Together, we'll elevate the game and support one another to be better, stronger coaches.
The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26th and 27th, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
The Flint City Bucks are Michigan's top soccer franchise with 4 national championships, 9 conference titles, and 15 Great Lakes Division titles. They have produced 107 players for Major League Soccer, and they focus on attracting top talent and shaping soccer's future. Michigan Bucks Academy joins MLS Next new competition tier starting in September of 2025. This offers elevated levels of play and flexibility for high school participation. The Academy will provide premier development, high-performance training, and exposure to scouts through regional tournaments and MLS Next events. For more information on tryouts, training programs, and key updates as we prepare for our first season in MLS Next new tier, visit MichiganBucksAcademy.com.
Looks great. Oh.
When termites show up, so do we. Terminix it.
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Whether you're a beginner coach or a seasoned professional, one thing remains the same: the passion to teach and inspire the next generation of players. Now imagine a place where you could share your coaching knowledge, connect with others, and create a lasting impact. Welcome to the ultimate coaching community, where coaches from all levels can create and share their own courses. Whether you have years of experience or you're just getting started, this is your chance to make your voice heard. Create your own personalized courses, share drills, strategies, and tips, and watch as your knowledge reaches coaches from all corners of the soccer world. With a platform designed for sharing, learning, and growing, you're not just teaching the game, you're creating a community of like-minded coaches, all striving to be the best they can be. Together, we'll elevate the game and support one another to be better, stronger coaches.
A little bit of a pause, Singer able to poke it out, get it off Joyta's feet, and get it going down the other way. So a 3-1 contest between
One with shots on frame, 6-1 on corner kicks. But in terms of glorious opportunities, they were few and far between for these two sides. We'll see if anyone's made any substitutions or adjustments here to start the second half.
able to get the save. The layup in, hat trick on the day for DCFC. As Rapson tried to do a lot.
Looks as though Detroit City FC just scored another goal as well, so now the score being 4-1. We wait for the referee to start us off here in this second half.
One of DCFC's players just netted the hat trick. It was over on field 6. Off to our left.
The 2 goals that DCFC's gotten.
And we are officially back underway here in this second half. Midwest United in their blue kits going right to left on your screen now, and Michigan Tigers in their all-white kits going left to right. Jonathan Turner alongside Dan Stickred. It's MSYSA State Cup Finals weekend, a chance to play in Overland Park at Kansas here just 19 days from today in the Midwest Regional Championships. That's Region 2. And a chance to play down in Florida in the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships later this summer. Balda on the ball. Back to this near side. Little back heel. Good work by Guardardo. Now this will be played back by White all the way back to Deming, and he'll one time clear this up right towards midfield as it will go out just past our scaffolding and off to the right.
So Victor Monongo up top now for the Tigers. Recent Belleville High School grad, signed with Adrian College.
Balda looks to go over the top. And to run onto that is Tarackle.
Tarackle from the Tigers. Tarackle for the Tigers had a good high school season at Jackson High School last fall, helping his team win the Southeastern Conference White Division Championship.
Good work as Monongo, that's a diving header, and a one-time shot from Balda, that half volley, makes its way back to a kind of, I would say at this point, a very familiar place for that ball out on McCarty Road. It's been there at least 3 or 4 times today.
Several times yesterday as well. It's the 5th game I've been able to be part of the broadcast for on this particular field. And our camera operating crew, they're up on scaffolding here at Saginaw Soccer Complex. Had it brought in so we could get a better angle of the field. Deming goal kick all the way over midfield.
Thrown in here by Visser. Black down by the end line. That's finally cleared away. Not just cleared away, but across the way towards field 6.
Midwest United would really love to get Dugan Black going in the offensive third. Tigers have done a good job of not allowing Midwest United's midfielders to get the ball up top. But Black can be very elusive, very explosive when you give him a little bit of real estate in that final third of the field. Again, as I mentioned earlier, we'll be taking his talents to NCAA Division II Davenport University there, south side of Grand Rapids.
All intercepted. In transition now, here comes Monongo and the Michigan Tigers. Just outside the 18. Monongo looks to slide it across towards the penalty spot with a little half bicycle kick. A little shove there as Diarra will go down. I'm actually going to call the foul on Diarra. That seemed a little, well, let's take a look at it, Dan. I mean, you're going to see it right here. Oh, maybe not too far. We'll go back a little further. Try that again. But the ball comes out. I mean, good little flick. That might have been. Again, I don't see the angle. Again, it might have been accurate. I seemed as though maybe the shove came from Black, but again, we do have the the ability of replay and the angle. So don't know what the referee saw there. Either way, though, referee's over now on this near side. Opting to go with the pink kids here today. Coming up after this game, we've got the Michigan Wolves and Liverpool SC as the outcomes pack punches it away. Ball makes its way to Columbia.
Able to get by, puts the shot on. Oh, able to hit off the post and bounce into the net. When Thompson joins the goal party. Now has 3.
Bernardo looks to cross towards that far post, looking for Sanchez. Last touched off him and out for a goal kick.
Over on field 6, DCSC scored again. They're now up 5-1. First time in this entire State Cup weekend a team has been up by 4 goals. I do believe the biggest victory yesterday in a girls' State Cup game for middle school girls. Portage Soccer Club out of the Kalamazoo area beat a Nationals team 5-2. You look at some of these bigger clubs in Michigan expanding, such as Midwest United, Nationals, Detroit City SC, Midwest United. Keep opening up new branches or taking smaller clubs and incorporating them into their overall club. Deming was knocked down on the ground. He's holding that kind of his right foot, right ankle. That can't feel well. So we're now in the 53rd minute. This is the U18 U19 Elite Division State Cup final here west of Saginaw, Michigan. These will be 2 45-minute halves, so no score in the first half, no goals here in the second. Looks like Kyle Deming, the goalkeeper for Midwest United, will be okay. Cleat to the ankle. Sure will be icing that ankle later today, but it might be more worth it if his team can get going offensively. Try to win this game. So 54th minute now. After a 2-minute delay, we're back underway. Jonathan Turner will be back with us here momentarily. This one, how you getting the ball down to that end line is out of play. Should be a goal kick, and it is. Eli Pake set to take that goal kick. Once again, visit our YouTube channel. We have a discussion room as well as you can pick who will win this contest. Feel free to like and share our YouTube channel. Share the YouTube channel for the MSYSA. These games are also being simulcast over on the National Soccer Network's Roku TV channel. You can also find the National Soccer Network on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter X, TikTok, LinkedIn, Instagram. Did I miss anybody? And also on the lower part of your screen, the ticker. Our nationalsoccernetwork.com website.
Takes the shot. Oh, able to bury it. Octavian Joyta makes it 6-1. Oh my!
Over in that U15 Elite Division Championship, Detroit City now up 6-1 midway through the second half. It's been the most goals scored by any team so far in this two-day State Cup Championship weekend here at the Saginaw Township Soccer Complex. About 10 miles west of downtown Saginaw, Michigan. Just one shot apiece for either team here in the second half. 56th of a minute now. Just about 34.5 minutes left in regulation. Unless one of the teams can grab a lead and maintain it. Black on the move. Tripped up about 30 yards straight on from the goal. Dangerous free kick coming up for Midwest United. They have only had 2 total shots in this game, 1 shot on goal. They have not tested Eli Pake, the goalkeeper for the Michigan Tigers. Pake has come off his goal line 3 or 4 times to snare some crosses. He's only made 1 official save, so Black knocked down on the ground. He will take this set piece from about 30 yards out. 5-man wall set up at the top of the box for the Tigers as Black through traffic. One hopper into the arms of Eli Pake, the Grand Blanc graduate in goal for the Michigan Tigers. Pake punts it out. Well over midfield, about 2/3 of the way down the field, and a weapon turns to be able to send the ball that long. Now the Tigers are on the move to the top of the box. 3 players there in the same vicinity. It's a shot block, rebound opportunity, stopped again by Deming. A 3rd shot, Deming punches it out of play, so 3 shots in a matter of about 8 seconds. For the Michigan Tigers, 2 stopped by Kyle Deming, the Rockford High School recent graduate for Midwest United, and corner kick number 7 coming up for the Michigan Tigers.
I better back Dan. Sorry about that.
Missed a little activity.
I saw that.
Yeah.
This ball comes in off the corner. Ooh, it's a hard collision inside the 18. Winters now. Ball makes its way to Anderson. He'll get down by the end line. Got to back heel it, and
so Midwest United gets a free kick. The Tigers get it downfield off an Eli Pake punt. They get 3 shots off in about 8 seconds, 2 on frame, both stopped by Deming. They get a corner kick. Midwest United able to clear it. So both teams dangerous here in the last couple minutes. We are still all deadlocked at 0s up on that scoreboard.
I mean, Deming got 2 saves in that moment. So, I mean, great work from him.
Deming's had 4 saves in this game, but 3 of them have been kind of big-time stops. Just saw 2 right there. 2 right inside the box on that series. First shot was blocked by a defender. The second 2, Deming was able to knock down.
Racco loses the ball. It's now cleared up over midfield. Trying to get onto this is Black. Black, can he get the edge? No. Pack gets there first.
You can see Midwest United, they are really trying to get Black involved in the attack. They can find him in a little bit of open space, a little bit of real estate. Black is very capable about putting that ball into the back of the net. Again, an all-state player. People believe a 4-year varsity player at Rockford High School. Just graduated here last week. Rockford High School, one of my probably favorite places to watch a sports event in the state of Michigan. Their facilities are better than some small colleges.
Ball is thrown in.
That was actually a foul right on the touchline. A free kick coming up for the Tigers. Brennan Elliott, the recent Plymouth High School grad, who signed with Lourdes University down near Toledo, Sylvania, Ohio to be precise.
Deming comes up with it.
Both goalkeepers not bashful while punting the ball 2/3 of the way down the field.
Shot taken, wraps it in front of it. Mason Collins able to put it on net for the 15th shot on frame from DCFC.
Tigers settling the ball down, trying to get their possession game going here in the second half. Now in the 62nd minute. Just about 28 and a half minutes left here in the second half. All Donuts up on that scoreboard.
Look at this opportunity just inside the 18. Now shot goes in the back of the net. Jacob Tarackle giving the Michigan Tigers a 1-0 lead.
As I mentioned earlier, Crackle had a great season in the high school circuit last fall. Jackson High School's top player, an all-stater, helped his team win the Southeastern Conference White Division. He gets through traffic right here at the top of the box. Ball goes off a Midwest United player, falls right to his feet. He turns, keeps Kyle Deming off, slips it into that near post on the left side. So 12 total shots for the Michigan Tigers. They have finally broken this stalemate here in the 63rd minute.
So the Michigan Tigers open up the scoring here in the 63rd minute, taking a 1-0 lead.
And here's a steal out
Look
that
at
back
this.
line.
A Sangster looking to slot one in towards Jaden Safuna.
Midwest United just gave up a goal. There was a kind of a lazy pass, a turnover. Jesse Sangster, another player very capable of putting the ball in the back of the net, intercepts that. Shot is blocked, but talk about a goal kind of swinging the momentum into the Michigan Tigers' way. Tigers 12-2 in overall shots in this game, finally breaking that stalemate here less than 2 minutes ago. They followed it up with another shot. 6-1 in total shots in the second half alone, 3-1 with shots on frame, 1-0 on corner kicks in the second half. Overall, the Tigers have had 7 corners in this entire match as we are now in the 65th minute. United sending it long down that right side.
What they did is Leaders United trying to find an answer to that goal here just a few minutes ago. Up that far side, a little shove in the back as Wambula goes down.
Tigers taking a 1-0 advantage in the 63rd. They are putting on some more pressure on Midwest United, trying to get a second tally. In a close game like this, an insurance tally could be a huge factor.
Good turn. Ball out on that far side. That's Sangster. Down by the end line. Should actually take that back. That was actually Ryan Anderson.
Ryan Anderson, Ann Arbor Pioneer. Recent graduate. Headed off to Albion College here in August. Start his collegiate career.
Oh, look at this. Picking this up once again. Tarackle. Trying to get to the ball. Didn't get there first. Bordado. Now Balda. Black gets ahead on it. Just a miscommunication there.
I mentioned Tarackle, the goal scorer. He's an all-stater for Jackson. You look at these rosters overall, and there are more than 20 players who received some type of all-state accolades in one of the state's 4 divisions in the high school circuit last fall. Those awards are issued by the Michigan High School Soccer Coach Association. They pick first, second, third team and honorable mention in each division. A ton of players making those lists.
Diaz-Barello.
Midwest United trying to find a way to get some offense going here in the second half. Again, just 2 shot attempts in this game. Both Sangster brothers on the field right now. Jeffrey and Jesse wearing his numbers 20 and 22.
Ball goes out of play. 69th minute. 1-0 here in favor of the Tigers. And they're wearing the all-white kits going left to right on your screen. And Midwest United wearing the all-blue kits going right to left as this ball looks to go up over the top of that back line. Tracking it down is Diaz-Barello, and out of play it will go.
Diaz-Barello, one of 2 players just graduating from Wyoming High School there, right next to Grand Rapids.
As the final whistles have blown, DCFC South Oakland takes a dominant 6-1.
Wyoming High School was formed about 7 or 8 years ago when
So they're winning over there. Detroit City FC takes the win over on field 6 and are the state champions for that U15 age group. Back here on field 3. Hard collision and free kick coming up here for the Michigan Tigers.
Elliott was knocked down to the ground. He rolled over. The momentum. He will take the set piece. About 5 yards inside midfield.
Ball into the box. Headed away. Getting there first. Midwest United. Looking to go long. Looking towards Black, who's playing that 9 role here today for Midwest United. Diaz-Barello. Good work and track back there by Reifler.
Michigan Tigers doing a good job of their possession ball here in the second half. Hats off to that back line. They have stymied Midwest United throughout most of this game. If you have to concede a corner, just 2 shots, 1 on target. Great collective effort by that group of young men. So much attention in the sport of soccer points towards those strikers, attacking midfielders, the players getting the goals and assists, even sometimes the goalkeepers, especially when a game gets in overtime or a shootout. But it's the boys on the back line that do the dirty work, the unheralded work. Maybe not all the accolades, maybe not all the acclaim, but they can be a huge part of a championship run, a huge part of a clean sheet. You talk about goals against averages, and a lot of times I'll always refer to as a team thing, because you will not have a low GAA and you won't have a ton of shutouts if you don't have a good defense in front of you. Michigan Tigers on the move once again.
Oh, look at this. Right at the end line, Dan.
Great tackle. Tigers, they just keep coming at you in waves, wave after wave, picking off passes. Midwest United sends the ball out towards midfield. It's intercepted, and the Tigers come right back again. There's another injury. Looks like a Midwest United player down on the turf this time. We just crossed into the 73rd minute here a few seconds ago. 17 and a half minutes left here in the second half. Michigan United protecting a 1-0 advantage. I think, John, they would love nothing more. Tuck another one into the back of net here.
Yep, Michigan Tigers are up that 1-0. Get a goal back here in the 63rd minute. Ball in off the corner. Here it comes. Headed right back towards Deming. That was Sangster.
So Xander Reifler, Ann Arbor Pioneer grad, sent that corner kick into the box.
So as this ball goes out. Black into the 18. Ball now up over midfield and tracked down by Winters, but it'll go out.
Just crossed into the 75th minute now during this delay. So the referees sort this out. Back underway off this throw-in. Great ball movement by the Tigers, switching fields. Using every bit of this field to move the ball around. Couple Tigers players pleading their case. They thought the ball went off Midwest United. The referee says now Now in the 76th minute. Can the Michigan Tigers hold on? Can they add another tally to walk away with the State Cup Championship and get an automatic pass into the Midwest Regionals here in 3 weeks? Again, that will be over a pair of complexes in Overland, Kansas, just across the river from Kansas City, Missouri. Midwest United finally get on track offensively and provide an equalizing goal.
There's now ball into the box. Deming comes up and picks it up.
Deming, 6 official saves in this game. Very active on several crosses as well. Slots into the box. Midwest United trying to get something going. It's just the second foul of the second half against the Michigan Tigers. So now in the 77th minute. So time not on the side of Midwest United. So Colin Winters, the Mason High School grad, getting ready to take the set piece about 40 yards out.
Winters into the box. Good grab there by Pack.
Pack, tall between the pipes. Corralling that through ball off the set piece. The tall presence, he's pushing 6'3", 6'4" between the pipes.
Good work here by Safuna. Not
sure if Pack signed anywhere or not for next school year. You know, the difficult thing nowadays, especially this year with the NCAA reducing roster spots at the Division I level down to 28 for men's and women's soccer, it has caused a little bit of ripple effect. We've already seen where we just went through 5 school years where college athletes were given COVID years, like an additional year because they were on a roster during that COVID shutdown back in 2020. But now with these roster reductions, it's very difficult for players to commit and sign to a Division I school. And then you throw that transfer portal in, where colleges are starting to look for older players to get out of the transfer portal before they look to like high school seniors to fill roster spots. So a lot of these players are committing and signing late to Division II, Division III, NAIA schools, junior colleges, Christian colleges.
Look at this now, is making his way towards the 18. The ball is fired, and that goes wide. 79th minute.
There are some very good players across the country in the class of 2025 who in the past might have been able to get on a Division I roster, even players that are playing in MLS Next and MLS youth systems. Some of those players aren't even going to Division I institutions. They're going Division II, Division III, NAIA. A lot of the players at the ECNL and Elite 64 in these premier divisions, National Academy League, Elite Academy League, all these other levels of club soccer, there's an abundance of very talented young men and women who want to play in college. They aspire to play in college, but just the opportunities, especially for, boys soccer coming out of high school, it's very difficult to make a Division I roster. I mean, the NCAA Division I, there's over 100 more programs for women's soccer than there are for men's. So, but if you can get on a college roster at any level,
Winters.
it's still an accomplishment.
Near side. Looking to go big ball over the top. Those diagonal balls can be challenging to defend. Black. Sanchez. Looks to play it inside, and Tigers doing very well defensively.
As they have time and time again in this game. 81st minute. The Michigan Tigers starting to smell blood. Up 1-0. They have only conceded 2 total shots in this contest. 1 shot on goal. Michigan United does have several quality offensive players, so that is a credit to your back line. It is a credit to your wing midfielders, your holding midfielders, staying back, keeping your assignments, marking players out of the game.
Balda looks to switch far side. Only now to Soren White, who's met by pressure from Safuna. And back to Deming.
So we crossed into the 83rd minute. You look at some of the sponsors for the MSYSA State Cup weekend. Up in your lower right-hand corner of your screen. Quick Goal, Wilson, Sports Forms. Saw Dick's Sporting Goods on there, the Soccer Village, E-Train You. Mojo and several others. The National Soccer Night, glad to be part. All 14 games this weekend with 8 state champions crowned. Well, yesterday, 1 this morning. This game is getting close to completion. We have 4 more here late this morning and afternoon. The 11 a.m. and 1:30 p.m. time slots.
Ordardo loses the ball. Throw-in coming up here on this near side. Coming up here at the end of this game, we'll take a break and come back for Michigan Wolves versus Liverpool FCIA Michigan Central. That's the U19 Boys Elite matchup, and then we'll finish the day off with Nationals Capital Area Boys Academy versus MFA Revolution. The game kicks off at 1:30 this afternoon. Up that far side, Jacob Chiracle scored the goal for the Michigan Tigers, and is right now could very well be the game winner.
So 85th minute now. 5.5 minutes left here in the second half. Midwest United has put up a couple more additional attackers, trying to find a way to get some shots off to potentially get an equalizer here late.
Ooh, it was a hard collision there. Guardado.
That's the 8th foul of the game against Midwest United. They were on the attack. I believe that was number 19, Soren White, the Hope College signee. Whistled for that shove.
Ball kept on, at least for a moment. It was, I believe, Dylan Smith, number 16. for the Tigers. This ball makes its way out.
Smith, another Ann Arbor Pioneer, recent grad. '86th minute. Michigan Tigers are looking to try to stall, take as much time off the clock.
See, Winters now is up further than he's been.
Very versatile player. Talked about in the first half. Recently graduated from Mason High School, which is south of Lansing. Played in the state final as a junior, state semifinals as a senior. Mason traditionally has been a very good high school program dating back to the late 1980s. They've sent several players to the college ranks.
Maxwell Visser up that far side. Playing it into Ingersoll. Only back to Lopez Alterez. Continue to move the ball around and looking to go big now, and that's something that not uncommon for teams to try to do. You know, Dan, I don't know if I'm seeing the urgency yet out of Midwest United as we get closer and closer here to the end of regulation. 1-0 to score. They allowed a 63rd minute goal from number 19, Jacob Chiracle.
Yeah, Midwest United, they need to start to throw everything, including kitchen sink, at the Michigan Tigers. They have not provided much of an offensive punch in this game. Very little offensive flow and rhythm. The Tigers have been far more dangerous in this game. The stat column proves that. But you are literally down to less than 2 minutes plus stoppage time. You need to get the ball in that final third of the field. Newsom works the ball on that far side. Stugan Black fighting and scrapping to get that ball back. He's knocked down on the turf, so free kick coming up with about a minute and a half plus stoppage time left here in the second half. Midwest United down to their final minutes. Can they find something in their tank to boost some energy, something in their tank to get an equalizer? Number 11, Bo Lincoln, junior at Grand Rapids, Forest Hills Northern, your Division II state runner-up last fall, taking the set piece. Lincoln just a little bit too high and long as that ball rolls out of play.
All brought back in by Paik. Sangster goes up for it. Now, just be cleared into the corner. Deming will step over and clear this up over midfield. Settled down. Chiracle going to take it to the corner and try and buy as much time as he can. A foul called.
As we officially entered stoppage time here just a few seconds ago.
We're going to see a short free kick here.
That was number 9, Oscar Sanchez from Grand Rapids Northview. Midfielders for Midwest United getting booked with the yellow.
So again, they're going to take this to the corner immediately, and referee is telling everybody to walk back. All it is more time off the clock. We're in the 90th plus 1. Again, right to the corner they will go. This will actually last touch and go out off of Michigan Tigers. That ball's still moving. They're going to bring that back, I'd imagine. Nope, they're going to let this keep playing. A lot of times we'll see that called back. Tarackle up that far side, looking to get the edge. He does. Great work from Tarackle. Scored the lone goal in this one back in the 63rd minute.
Tarackle's been very active in that attack this entire second half for the Michigan Tigers.
A little shove there at the end as Leo Schneider falls over Tarackle, and
we're over 2 minutes into stoppage time.
Michigan Tigers were the 2022 USYS National Champions for 2023. They were semifinalists last year in 2024. And they were finalists 2025. So this has been a team that has done very, very well over the years.
In fact, when the Tigers, between the senior group between 9th and 10th grade, a lot of those players moved on to MLS Next programs or even some MLS youth programs. But they won a national championship here just 3 summers ago.
He's going to go off for a corner. I mean, Winters was right there on the doorstep. Talk about a long ball.
And this will be their first corner kick of this entire match, 90+4. This may be their last opportunity to get an equalizer.
Ball comes in off the corner. High and in the air. Deming is up as a goalkeeper, as an extra player. Ooh, that's a dangerous kick. My goodness, that was a high kick. Taking another look at that one, Dan. Here it is. I mean, this thing, he gets up there high. Take a look at it right here. Tarackle, oh, wow. I mean, it was right in the face.
But more importantly, that was about 20 yards out, dead center in front of the goal. We are crossing into 90+5. So Dugan Black, he'll need to try to bend this around the wall and put it in the upper 90.
So Black stands over this one. Here comes the free kick. Black will fire it through the wall, right back to where it came from. It's still now loose and kicked away. And the Michigan Tigers are your 2025 state champions.
What a great collective defensive effort by the Tigers. They dominate a lot of this game. They get the go-ahead goal in the second half. They hold on. Midwest United put a little bit of pressure on in those last 2 minutes of stoppage time. But a well-earned State Cup championship here in the elite division of the MSYSA U18, U19 State Cup tournament.
Take a look at some of the replays here from this one. And again, this is the only goal of the game. It comes off the foot of Balda. Tarackle just fights through not one but 3 defenders and pokes it past Deming. It's the game winner. It sends them to Overland, Kansas, coming up here in just a few short weeks. We want to thank you for stopping by here today and being a part of the broadcast. This has been a presentation of the National Soccer Network and the Michigan State Youth Soccer Association. For our producer, Angelina. And for Dan Stickler, our camera operator, Mike Badge is out at Field 3. Thank you once again. We've got another one coming up here in just about a half an hour. Have a great rest of your Sunday. So long, everybody.